on the internet like to think that starting a business requires a public announcement, a rebrand, a big Instagram post, a declaration on Threads that you're stepping into your entrepreneurship era. And the second you do that, everyone has an opinion. Your coworkers, your boss, your cousin who has never run a business but somehow has thoughts. The woman from high school who sells candles and suddenly feels qualified to give you advice. That pressure is unnecessary. And for a lot of people, it's the exact thing that stops them from ever starting. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Jess. I help people who are tired of corporate life build businesses with strategy, clarity, and control. No hype and definitely no fake timelines or get rich quick schemes over here. This video is part of my Escape Your 9-to-5 series, and today we're talking about how to build your business quietly, intentionally, strategically, and without announcing anything, without burning energy or putting yourself at risk before you're ready. Let's start with the fear nobody talks about out loud. A lot of people are not afraid of starting the business. They're afraid of being seen too soon. They're afraid of being judged before they have their footing. They're afraid of failing publicly and sabotaging themselves because once people know, that pressure changes how you move. When everyone is watching, every decision feels heavier, every mistake feels louder, and suddenly you're building for an audience instead of building for alignment. Quiet building removes that weight. Quiet building is a strategy. It's not hiding. It's not playing small. It is choosing to build without unnecessary noise. Your business doesn't require an announcement to exist. Now, let's talk about something that absolutely needs to be said clearly. Your job might fire you if they find out you started a business. That's not paranoia. That's reality. Some companies have non-compete clauses and other companies have conflict of interest policies, and some don't care what you do on your own time until they decide to care what you do on your own time. Before you post anything, before you update your LinkedIn headline, before you tell coworkers, you need to read your employment agreement. You need to understand what is allowed and what puts your income at risk, and then decide how you want to move from there. Quiet building protects your paycheck while you build leverage. Now, let's get into the how, because this is where a lot of people get stuck. How do you do this? How do you build quietly? The question always comes up, and the answer is you build an audience with intention instead of attention. You show up consistently without positioning yourself as a business owner yet. Just share your insight, share your perspectives, your experience. Talk about things people already come to you for advice about. You're not selling, you're not pitching, you're not over-explaining. You're becoming recognized for how you think. You don't need a viral moment. You need steady signal. That means picking one platform, not five, one platform, one place where your future audience already spends time. It means posting on a schedule you can sustain without resentment or burnout. It means talking about your expertise in a way that feels natural to you, not performative. You're training the algorithm and your audience at the same time. You're teaching people what you care about, what you know. Over time, the right people will start to pay attention. This is you building your audience. Another question I get all the time is whether you should block your coworkers and your boss. That's going to be up to you, but here's my honest opinion. If your job has a policy that could cost you your income, privacy settings are a tool, not paranoia. Blocking or restricting coworkers is a strategic decision. You're allowed to protect your livelihood while building your future. You don't owe early access to people who have the power to disrupt your plans. Now, let's talk about building in silence, because that's the most important part here. What do you actually need to do while nobody's watching? Well, you need to be validating your problem. What problem do you want to solve? Talk to people quietly, ask questions, listen more than you speak, pay attention to patterns instead of opinions. You need to build your offer on paper before you build it publicly. What do you want to help people with? Who? Who do you want to help? How do they describe their problem? What outcome are they actually willing to pay for? You need systems ready, an email list, a simple way to capture interest, a place to keep notes and ideas and conversations. Businesses fail when everything lives in one person's head. You need proof before promotion. You need testimonials and case studies, results, even small ones. Quiet building gives you time to earn confidence instead of pretending to have it. Think of it like this: building a stealth company. Even if you're not building an app, mindset matters. Stealth companies work on the product, the process, and the positioning before they ever step into the spotlight. And that's what you're doing. They test quietly, they refine, they make mistakes when nobody's watching. And then when it's time, they come out of hiding with clarity. And coming out of hiding doesn't mean some dramatic reveal either. It means intentional visibility. It means updating your bio when you're ready. It means inviting people to something specific or making your work available once it can stand on its own. Quiet building gives you room to become the person who can run the business you want. It lets you grow without commentary from the peanut gallery over there. It lets you protect your income while you build options and build momentum without pressure. And when you do decide to be seen, you're not asking for permission. If this video helped you rethink how you approach starting your business, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the rest of this series. We're breaking down how to leave your 9-to-5 with strategy instead of panic. And you're going to want to watch the next few. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Remember, quiet does not mean timid. Quiet means intentional, and intentional builders last. See you in the next video.